Welcome back to Mewni Mayhem. I'm Ultra Vox, and thanks to Disney Channel in Japan, we finally have a brand new look at Star vs. the Forces of Evil Season 4. Now, Japan is starting their season in May, so I'm really hoping we're going to get an air date soon for the United States. But that's for an entirely separate discussion, as there are a lot of factors to pinpoint when exactly we're going to get Season 4. And while this promo is short, it is jam-packed with lots of new footage, which may put us towards some storylines we're going to explore in the season. And even though I already put one in the beginning, spoiler warning, click off now in case any of our predictions are right, and you're mad at us forever. Alright, let's do this. So we start with a montage of quick flashes that I assume are from the first few episodes. The first one being Star charging magic with her hand. Star's usage of dipping down and casting spells with her hands, similar to how we've seen Moon cast spells and utilize her magic throughout the series, is something we first saw in the San Diego Comic-Con sneak peek for Season 4. And honestly, I'm super excited by this. Hand magic has always fascinated me more than wand magic in the series. Not to mention, visually, it looks amazing. Way more than the wand ever did, and it really shows how far Star has progressed as a character, gaining better control of her magic. We then have Star, once again using hand magic, preparing some kind of attack spell, as if she's either about to fire it, or use it to intimidate someone. And judging by her shoulder pad, she's in the same outfit we see later on in the trailer when she's baking with Moon. We then get a humorously terrifying visual of baby Meteora, turning her head a complete 180 degrees and screeching. Now, I'm not really sure of the context of this scene, beyond it being a quick gag. Judging by the background, this is in the Monster Temple. Now, the tips of Meteora's ears are red, the same shade as her father. So I think the most likely scenario is that Eclipsa is really trying to get a grasp on being a mother, as she was deprived of that experience early into Meteora's life. And here Meteora is throwing a tantrum, and if she gets too angry, she could begin to transform back into a giant beast. Star, in another new outfit, seems to be propelling herself through lava, equipped with a board and pushing herself with, again, hand magic. Again, just to reiterate, organic magic will be a major component of Season 4, illustrating how far Star has come. Here, she's doing it effortlessly. You're doing amazing, sweetie. As for where she's going, I'm not really sure, but I'm assuming it'll be a one-off type setting, or it's somewhere in the underworld. Star, and again what I assume is a baker's uniform, River with an eye patch and a strawberry on his head, again consistent with that baker theme, and Marcos seem to indulge in some sort of task. Star has her magic at the ready, but then has a chicken thrown at her. If that's a rubber chicken or an actual dead chicken, I'm not sure, but considering this seems to be centered around Cookie, I'm actually betting on this being the latter. Now, I'm not exactly sure this is Star being ready to fight. What I think could be going on is that, again, Star needs to bake something for a reason that I'm going to get into in a bit. But this is something she can't handle with magic. This is something she's going to have to create with her own human instincts and nothing else. Also, there's a monkey. He reminds me of baby Mojo Jojo. Let's move on. Star with her luscious hair now has an apron and baker's hat on. So let's hold this for a second and focus on the next scene. Judging by Star's location and her getup, I think it's possible she's at Romulus' domain, or in an entirely new location surrounded by ice. Whatever Star sees, she does not like it, and immediately conjures up a narwhal blast. I think this fascinates me the most. What's going on? Is she in any danger, or will this just be an episodic one-off threat? Alright, back to the baker stuff. Bada bing, bada boom, we found Queen Moon. Her and Star appears to have made a pie, but not just any pie. It seems to be very similar to one of the pies that Comet Butterfly made, Moon's mother. So I believe one of two things could be going on. One, once they find Moon, she doesn't feel entitled to reclaim the throne. And this generation of the Butterfly family decides to continue their lineage as bakers, honoring Star's late grandmother, keeping what makes them unique. Or, after they find Moon, she still has a loss of memory. And in order to remind her of who she is, Star decides to break out Comet's recipes. However, as far as we know, the recipes were in the Book of Spells. Star may no longer have access to them, but the actual Book of Spells that you can buy in stores provides an explanation how the book is prepared. Regardless of what happens, the pie is then uppercutted by this strange man in an eye patch. However, I think this is part of a uniform or a getup, as again, we also saw River with an eye patch. However, this may be River just trying to fit in or gain brownie points for whatever they're trying to do. Maybe they want to achieve a certificate to own up a bakery. Butterfly Bakery? I do think it would be very interesting if Season 4 tackled what Star could do besides being queen, as the entire series is built up to her taking this title to being royalty. Well, what does happen when you throw all of that away? That's the question I want answered. We then have what I assume is Eclipsa trying to release Globgore from his crystal. When we see Globgore, Eclipsa seems to have built a lot of construction around it, doing the best she can to liberate him. We do know Roundtable has insanely strong crystals. The only person to destroy a crystal that we've seen on screen is Glossaric. However, the Book of Spells does mention a crystal pulverization spell. Speaking of Eclipsa, she then gets a makeover by the Ponyhead family. Girl, you looking so fly. My hypothesis is that since the Kingdom of Mewni hates Eclipsa, Star's actually going to take it upon herself to make Eclipsa more well received by her kingdom. And the Ponyhead family suggests that perhaps she needs a makeover, that her current getup is too old-fashioned and maybe evil. And by the end of this particular episode, Eclipsa will accept, I'm not going to change myself for these people. They're going to have to accept me the way I am. Guys, we know she's not evil, but she does act in her own interest. Her moral code is as gray can be. The next clip is from the Butterfly Follies. We already saw this, they're at the play, and that's pretty much where the promo wraps up. Guys, I'm very excited. We're so close to season 4. Maybe that'll preoccupy this inevitable Steven Universe hiatus. But what do you guys think? Are you excited for season 4? What's going on with Moon, Globgore, Eclipsa, and where's Glossaric in all this? Let's be honest, he's the most valuable player. As we enter this assumable final season of the show, I'm just very anxious and I hope everyone we care about makes it out okay. Drop your thoughts in the comments below or tweet them at Roundtable Vids or at me at AustrickVlogs. We're also on Instagram. Help the Roundtable grow by either becoming a member of this channel or supporting us on Patreon. We also have merch. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, throw it a like, and subscribe to the Roundtable to stay in the loop of all things Star. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. You know what? Can the Ponyheads give me a makeover? I want to look sexy.